Welcome back to Ape Escape.
Are we there yet?
You already started this. You already started episode 14 without joke. We're not doing it again.
Hey, I held out for episode 15.
You didn't hear me say that for San Andreas.
No, but that's because San Andreas was actually perfectly paced.
Fuck you.
I mean, name one time I padded in San Andreas.
When you did the fire truck missions,
I skipped over those.
you still padded. It's still padding.
No. If it was padding, I would have made you guys sit through it for all 12 stages. I only showed you the first one and the end of the 12th one. Believe me, if I get that kind of shit in, that would have been a 48 episode playthrough, probably more. So be glad we got it done in 36. God bless
We
us
made it to the hot springs.
God bless the viewer if we actually decide to do like GTA 4. Like I'm just thinking about how much of a pain it will be if we end up having to sit through the pigeon episode.
Oh god.
I mean, to be fair, it's only 200 of them.
Oh god.
I'm telling you, like, who the fuck authorized that? And who's crazy enough to go after all of them?
Idiots.
Well, idiots or 100% completionists. Not that there's a difference between the two.
Okay. That one I wouldn't say that. That more depends. That one more depends.
Okay, well, yeah. Like, okay. To be fair, it also kind of depends on the game. Like, something like the Yakuza / Like a Dragon games. I don't think I'll ever 100% any of them. Which I think I tried to do it with Yakuza 0, but
yeah,
some of the things, stuff like, you know, shogi or mahjong or those weird casino games, I don't think I could ever do any of them.
The awful dancing mini game.
What the fuck are you talking about? That one was amazing.
Those are fucking bad.
You just bad at them, Fivehead.
No, it's like I also would not basically be completing all the songs.
I mean, I know that I have
karaoke.
But the thing that should be mentioned is that with the dancing in Yakuza 0, it kind of, you need to do a lot of, you need to be really, I don't want to say spastic, but you need to like really work the D-pad.
Yeah, they're still annoying. The reason why I went 100% all the songs in Yakuza 0 is Majima's voice actor, Hidenari Ugaki, makes me laugh during Rouge of Love.
The one thing I do find pretty weird about the dancing minigame of Yakuza 0, for some reason, and I know that I'm not the only one, nice, I noticed that I was having a way higher success rate if I was playing on the higher difficulties. I don't know why, but it just felt like if you play on a higher difficulty, it becomes easier. It's like really weird.
Yeah. But I don't know. No. The reason why is because whenever we have Majima say Rouge of Love, Ugaki cracks his voice just to say, "Let's have a laugh," and it just makes me laugh. It's also why if I ever play Dead Souls, I would not do the same thing for Get to the Top.
Do you know if it's the same?
It's the same person voicing everything. He's always
yeah, but does he do the same thing in Dead Souls?
Yeah, he does the same thing and Get to the Top.
All right. I do need to play Dead Souls one of these days.
I actually do too, because I've actually been very curious on that one.
Yeah, it's. I mean, on one hand, a lot of people are saying it's bad because it's a bad zombie game, but like, do I look at it at the angle from it's a zombie game, or do I look at it from the angle of it's a Yakuza game?
I don't know.
Like, I'm pretty sure they could make it work, and people will always point towards a particular scene where Majima thought he was turning into a zombie because his eyes were red, but then it was because of pollen. Yeah, but I don't know. I know that a lot of people really love the Majima of Dead Souls.
Yeah, because he's outright crazy.
Yeah.
Granted, that's Majima in a nutshell. Post
well, yeah,
Zero.
but Majima in a zombie setting, that is really several kinds of perfection.
Yeah, it is. It is. I love his. From what I've read of the synopsis, I love his story. For Dead Souls.
I mean, to be fair, like, I feel like Majima in pretty much every Yakuza game, Majima is just. I wouldn't say he's like the one who carries the plot, because it's obvious that in some ways he's kind of a comic relief character, but I feel like Majima has been really well written.
Yeah. He's
like
one of the more well-written
Yakuza,
of Kiryu's rivals.
Can you even call him like a rival of Kiryu?
I would. I mean, it's like there's the Majima Everywhere system in 1, and that's mostly just him trying to help Kiryu get back to how he was at the end of 0.
When he says in the Majima Everywhere in 1, he doesn't mean Yakuza 1 on the PS2. He's talking about Yakuza Kiwami, which was a remake of Yakuza 1 on the PS4, and then got patched and got ported over. You can stop typing your comments.
I patched.
I mean, I do know that Majima has like a story segment in Kiwami 2 where you play as him. And one thing I do find really amazing about it is that if you do one of the karaoke songs, as long as you're happy, it actually makes Majima flash back to a certain someone in Yakuza 0.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's actually one of those here come the feels kind of moments.
Yeah.
The first time I played it.
I'm not looking forward to that when I actually do my stream series of the entire Yakuza series. So I actually do want to do a full stream series. Mostly blind except for Zero.
If you say that, do you mean like the entire Kiryu saga, or
I'm also including including 7 and 8.
That could be considered. I mean, Kiryu is part of that.
Not as much 7. Not as much 7, but he is a big part of. Going to be a big part of 8.
Yeah.
Speaking of 8, do we want to cover do we want to talk about the issue with Yang Yi? Kiryu's voice actor
the voice actor of Kiryu?
Yeah, he is the voice actor for Kiryu in 8.
Is he not going to be in there?
A lot of people don't like his performance in 8.
Oh, so it's the same voice actor, just
No,
a different.
no. 7 had his original voice actor.
Right.
Yeah, had his original voice actor. 8 has Yang Yi voicing him, and in my honest opinion, Yang Yi's range for Kiryu in 8 would be better for the younger version of the Dragon of Doji, the Dojima. 0 to 4, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was like, I was about to say, doesn't 8 have him like severely aged or something?
He's 56 in 8.
Wait, he's 56?
Yep.
I don't think that's an appropriate age to have white hair.
Well, okay, Gaiden has stuff to talk about that.
Gaiden takes place between 6 and 7.
Yeah, but
And
still.
he has his black hair in that game.
Yeah, but still.
To be fair, I haven't played that much past Like a Dragon Gaiden the Man. What the fuck is up with that name? Like, you could have just called it Like a Dragon Gaiden or Like a Dragon the Man. Why that title? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been playing a little bit of that game because I got it as a birthday. I got a pre-order as a birthday gift.
Oh, nice.
From my cousin, and I've played past the 2-hour mark. So if he's like, "Ha, I'm gonna be dick to him and refund his game," that's not going to. Not that he's the kind of person to do that, so I'm not worried about that. But I played past the 2-hour mark, but I kind of lost interest in the game, and it's primarily because I took a bit of a break from the Yakuza series, and I have to ask you something that is already probably going to give away my opinion on pretty much every Yakuza game. Is Yakuza a budget franchise?
Budget how?
Well, do the games sometimes feel cheap?
From what I've played of 0, not really.
Right, but what else have you played from the series besides 0?
I played very little. I played like an hour or so of 5.
Alright.
So I actually have not really played that much of the series.
Yeah, well, I have played a bit of the series here and there, and the problem that I'm having with it is that going from one game of the franchise to another, I kind of noticed that a lot of the gameplay elements are copying each other, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of difference between every game. Like, I play Like a Dragon Gaiden, and I go to the karaoke bar, and I notice it's the same minigame from Kiwami 2 and Yakuza 6, right? And
well, I mean, to be fair,
the song list is pretty much the same. Maybe there's 1 or 2 songs, but yeah, and I go to the arcade, and it's like
it's the same video games there.
You've got Sonic the Fighters, which is pretty good, but then that one was also in Lost Judgment. There's I think it's a Daytona copy, but they couldn't call it Daytona USA. But the thing is, I noticed that a lot of the minigames have been the same. I don't think there's anything that changed between them, and it kind of makes me wonder, like, okay, aside from, you know, swapping engines or having like a few tweaks in combat, and of course a different story, what really is the difference between this one and that one? What is the one thing that makes this game stand out from this one? Because especially if you play for completion, you're going to find yourself getting burned out from the Yakuza titles.
Yeah, that's what I felt about Zero. And that's why I still haven't finished Zero.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you're going to find you're going to find the problem I'm talking about when you play Kiwami.
Yeah.
Because Kiwami is basically just Zero, except with a Yakuza 1 skin.
Yeah.
And then you play Kiwami 2, which is a reskin of Yakuza 6. And then 3, 4, and 5. I do feel like there's a more significant difference between 3, 4, and 5. But that's because there was like actual development between.
You had more playable.
One.
You also had other playable characters too.
That as well.
So
but
I believe in
Trigo,
I believe that in just Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, you're just playing as Kiryu.
Yeah,
right?
aside from the optional, and I say optional because you need to select it in the main menu, so it's not like you get interrupted in the main plot. But in Yakuza Kiwami 2, there is a side story where you play as Majima.
Okay. Yeah, so like 3 is the one that actually starts swapping between characters.
I thought 3 was only Kiryu.
I don't know. I'm asking
4 was the one which was really revolutionary, because in 4 you played as Kiryu, Saejima Taga, which was Majima's sworn brother in the clan.
Yeah.
Shun Akiyama, who is a loan shark, and the fourth character. I don't really remember what the name is, but he's like the detective guy. So he works for the police. And then in Yakuza 5 you have Kiryu, you have Saejima, you have Akiyama, you have Haruka, which is the sort of adopted daughter of Kiryu.
Yeah, that's Kiryu's adopted daughter.
And you have this one newcomer character who's an old baseball star who became adult writer because he got accused of something. Nobody likes that guy.
Oh, great.
Now,
and then Devin, just focused the story straight onto Ichiban. And his wild Dragon Quest antics.
Yeah, and one thing I should mention about Yakuza 5 is Yakuza 5 has like several it has like 5 chapters, and in the first 4 chapters are pretty much dedicated to every character, and the 5th one is like, okay,
story
this is all the characters coming together.
Yeah. And basically tag teaming the bad guy. Or everyone just stands around watching Kiryu just beat the shit out of the bad guy.
Yeah, I don't know how Yakuza 4 does it. If I'm not mistaken, Yakuza 4 actually quite frequently switches from one character to the other.
Similar to 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to ask my my friend who's a bit more familiar with the Yakuza games, and I'm probably going to just pin the comment below.
Alright.